daring to cross the line and make you feel things you have never felt before.
Do you know the history of the house? I've been put in charge of watching you.
What intrigued you most about taking on these roles?
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy.
If you had to describe what makes a Ryan Murphy project in a sentence, what would you say?
It would be gripping, exciting.
Eccentric.
Eccentric, yes, quirky, and he taps into popular culture really well.
For me, I'd go creepy glamour.
Most daring to cross the line and make you feel things you have never felt before.
I got my eye on you. With Ryan Murphy, you know you're going to go somewhere unusual. I didn't know anything until however long before we shot. We got one script, which was tantalizing and also in its own way demanding because you're in a situation, but you don't know where it's going.
Then you go to wardrobe, to Lou, and that's where you start to use your imagination to come up because, you know, it's up to us to really make these people.
She had sent some drawings. One of them was like a dressy dress, and I was thinking, gee, Nancy Reagan might wear that dress. Is that who this is? So I texted Ryan, is this kind of a Nancy Reagan thing about this woman who lives with her brother? And he goes, no, look at Andrew Wyeth's Helga. And so I had something to look at, although I did end up kind of more like an older Wednesday from the Addams Family, maybe. A spooky, strange person.
What was your favorite part about your character, Margo?
Trying to figure out where she was coming from. Some days I thought that I was lying all the time. Some days I thought maybe I was acting all the time. And sometimes I thought I was telling the truth and just being there and being just furious about these new people moving in and making all that noise, for God's sake.
And now it has brought you to me. Welcome. You know I will be watching.
I find fear a fascinating subject, something that we all grapple with, some more than others. And playing with it at work helps me understand it better, I think. And I think that's why people go to the theater, because they want to test themselves. They want to know how they would behave in these situations. Who would they be? I find that audiences collectively crave those experiences because they have fears that they all contend with on a day-to-day basis.
If you'd been nicer, you and us, we could have been friends.
We got the script as we were doing, so even some of it, we didn't know what was going to be happening. But for me, Theodora is not a real person. But you go, let's trust the script. Let's hold on and let's just tell this story because this is the fun bit.
It was sort of a riveting thing that Ryan was asking me to do it. I never get offered these sort of scary parts. And he's rented my house and used it for American Horror Story down in New Orleans. But, you know, even if I was in the yard, he somehow made sure he wasn't around to give me a little part. So here I am 10 years later. I'm thrilled. You should have it. And you know why? Because you're rich.